We have yet to score over 20 points, guys. Yes, I know we scored 21 points as a team, but our offense only scored 19. We only got over 20 because Max got that safety. If it wasn't for him getting the safety, we would have stayed at 19. I'm praying for a speedy recovery from Jimmy Garoppolo, but come on, guys. This guy is injury prone. I don't want this guy to be the starter going forward. Yes, I know it's not up to me, but and it's probably and when he's healthy, he's probably gonna be the starter. Why? Because he's making too much money. What's up, Raider Nation? Welcome back to my channel. If you're new to this channel, please hit that subscribe button. And also, if you already subscribed, hit that like, hit that bell so you're notified every time I come out with a brand new video. And also, leave me a comment. Let me know if you like what I'm doing or if you don't. Well, Raider Nation, the defense showed up again. And honestly, the defense has been playing really good this year. Other than that Bills game, our defense has really improved from last year. We were really quick to write Patrick Graham off last year, but now that he got some better guys, the Marcus Epps, Marcus Peters, Blau Nichols, Robert Spillane, these guys are really gelling together, and this defense has really improved. And, another game where we held the opposing offense under 300 total yards. That's huge. That's winning football. If we continue to play like this on the defensive side of the ball, we're going to be in so many games. We just need our offense to hurry up and catch up. And you know what? We finally were able to get some pressure on the quarterback, not just from Max Crosby. We got 4 total sacks. Amik Robertson got a sack, and we also were able to apply a lot of pressure on the interior defensive line. Guys like John Jenkins, Bilal Nichols, and Adam Butler all ended up with the sack. And of course, Mad Max Crosby, baby, ended up finishing the game. He was the closer. He went on that third down and ended up getting the sack, and we got the safety and we won the game. He's showing time and time again why he really should be in conversation for Defensive Player of the Year. This guy doesn't get enough recognition. For many years, our defense has been terrible, and he's been our only bright spot. But this year, we're really improving, and he's starting to get a lot more shine, and he's really doing it on Monday Night Football on the biggest stages. So, props to Max Crosby. He continues to get better every single week. And, the sky's the limit for this guy. I really hope to see a Defensive Player of the Year award in his future. And like I was saying earlier, guys, that's the second game in a row where we were able to hold the opposing offense under 300 yards. And Trayvon Merritt got his second interception of the season. That's now, I think, 3 games in a row that we've been able to get some turnovers. At the beginning of the year, the first 3 games, we weren't able to get some turnovers. But now our defense is really starting to gel. Even when guys go down, when Jacorian Bennett goes down, when Nate Hobbs has been out the last 2 weeks. Guys have stepped in and they've really played well. Amik Robertson, Tyler Hall. So it's really good to see. In the preseason, I was saying that the difference between this year and last year is the Raiders have depth this year in all position groups. Minus the linebackers, but we're really healthy on that position group. And Robert Spillane, this guy was the best pickup that we got this offseason. He is the anchor of the defense. He's the captain of the defense, the middle linebacker. He's the one that calls the plays, and he's been doing a really good job. When we lost Denzel Perryman last year, I was afraid that we weren't going to be able to fill that position. I know he wasn't that great of a linebacker, but this guy, Robert Spillane, has done a hell of a lot better of a job than Denzel Perryman has. And like I was saying earlier, guys, thank God for Max Crosby. When he calls that roughing the passer call on that second to last drive on the Patriots, and they ended up when they could have settled for a field goal, but because he committed that penalty, they ended up getting a fresh set of downs, and they scored on the very next play. Now, when they put the camera on Max when he was on the bench, you could tell he was really disappointed in himself. I knew this guy was going to end up doing something really good. I knew if we had a chance to go back out on defense, he was going to redeem himself. And what did he do? He called game. On that third down, when they were backed up on our end zone, we ended up getting the safety and we got the ball back, and that was game, guys. He called the game. So that, like I was saying earlier, Max Crosby is our best defensive player. He's one of the brightest spots on our team. And, we're going to go as far as Max goes. So if he continues to play this well, he could potentially play himself into a Defensive Player of the Year award. Who knows how well this defense could potentially really be. Now let's talk about this offense. We have yet to score over 20 points, guys. Yes, I know we scored 21 points as a team, but our offense only scored 19. We only got over 20 because Max got that safety. If it wasn't for him getting the safety, we would have stayed at 19. So the offensive woes continue. We still cannot score in the red zone. And, it doesn't matter who goes in there at quarterback, whether he be Jimmy or Brian or even Aiden O'Connell, we just can't score in the red zone. We really need to get that fixed because in the future, that's not going to beat the good teams. That might squeak by the Patriots and by the Packers and by the Broncos, but that's not going to beat you, the Chiefs, the Lions, who we got coming up, the Jets, who are coming up. We need to be able to score in the red zone if we really want to be a good team. So during the last drive of the first half, Jimmy got sacked and hurt his back during the game, and he ended up not being able to return. He had to go in an ambulance off to the hospital. Yes, Josh McDaniels came out today on Monday and reported that he was fine and it wasn't as bad as they thought. And they're even reporting, not Josh McDaniels that is, they're even reporting that he might not be able to play this week. And initially, when the second half started and we saw that the keys got handed over to Brian Hoyer, I got scared, guys. I didn't think we were going to be able to march down the field and score any points for the rest of the game. And what did he do? He went right down the field and he threw our biggest play from scrimmage all year. We got a 48-yard bomb to Trey Tucker. Like I said, that was our biggest play from scrimmage all year. And it didn't come from Jimmy Garoppolo or Aiden O'Connell, but it came from Brian Hoyer. How ironic, right? Who would have thought that? And that really speaks volumes. Jimmy can't throw the ball down the field, and we're not going to be able to win games like that. It's really affecting our running game. Josh Jacobs continues to average under 4 yards a carry on every game. Like I said, teams are stacking the box now because they're not afraid of Jimmy Garoppolo. They're not afraid that he's going to throw the deep ball. And another person who's very frustrated is Davante Adams, and it's starting to show on the sidelines, and these commentators are starting to talk about it, and they're picking it up. It's very obvious that Davante Adams is upset out there. But hey, you know what? We're winning games. That's all that matters at the end of the day. For Brian Hoyer to come in automatically and throw the ball down the field, that speaks volumes. I'm praying for a speedy recovery from Jimmy Garoppolo, but come on, guys. This guy is injury prone. I don't want this guy to be the starter going forward. Yes, I know it's not up to me, but it's probably and when he's healthy, he's probably going to be the starter. Why? Because he's making too much money to not be the starter. You can't put a 4th-round rookie in there. I know if he's better, it is what it is, but we're paying Jimmy Garoppolo way too much money. Maybe if we're out of playoff contention, maybe we'll throw in Aiden O'Connell. But as soon as Jimmy gets healthy, he's going to be our starter. But going forward, if Jimmy can't go this week, I expect Aiden O'Connell to play. I expect him to start. And I expect him to play a hell of a lot better than he did against the Chargers. We're going to be playing the Chicago Bears this week, and they don't have a Khalil Mack rushing us. They don't have a Joey Bosa. Granted, Joey Bosa didn't play when we played them, but you get what I'm trying to say. Also, when he started against the Chargers, he wasn't getting any reps that week with the first stringers. So if we know as of Wednesday or Tuesday that Jimmy can't play, then let's let Aiden O'Connell get all the reps all week so he could be really ready come Sunday. And I think he gives us the best chance to win going forward. I don't want to see Jimmy Garoppolo at quarterback. This guy can't throw the ball down the field. He has happy feet. He's checked down Charlie, and he's injury prone. Quite frankly, I'm done with the Jimmy G experience. We're only 6 games in, and he's only been able to play 4.5 games, and he leads the league in interceptions. He threw another interception on Sunday, and I know it was a batted ball, but come on. And another thing is that I'm really tired of him getting Devontae Adams in harm's way. It's like the third week in a row that Devontae Adams goes down with a big injury. This guy is just putting our receivers in harm's way. We got to let Aiden O'Connell play, guys. Let's see what the rookie has. So next year going forward, we know if he's not the guy, we could draft somebody. But that's neither here nor there. So right now, Raider Nation, we're 3-3. We're finally back to 500. And like I was saying in my earlier videos, we can go on a run right now. These next few games are winnable. We got the Chicago Bears coming up. And you know what? For all those fans that are saying that we should tank, how dare you guys? Our motto is just win, baby. How do you expect us to tank? Devontae Adams is already frustrated that he's not getting enough targets. He's the best receiver in the league, and he's frustrated that he's not getting targets and we're winning. So now imagine if we were to tank, this guy's going to ask for a trade. Max Crosby, he's going to ask for a trade. Josh Jacobs, he's not going to want to return to this team next year. So tanking is out of the question. This defense is really starting to gel. Why would you want to blow all that up and tank? We got some beasts out there. Marcus Epps, Robert Spillane, Nate Hobbs, Jacorian Bennett, Trayvon Merrick, Max Crosby, Tyree Wilson is starting to get things rolling. You know what? I really am excited to see how this defense is playing. I don't want to tank. Let's see how far we can go with this defense, and let's see what we could do. Because honestly, Patrick Graham has this team rolling. Our defense has kept us in every single game except the Bills game. If we were able to score 25 points every game other than the Bills game, we would be 5-1. But Raider Nation, that's too many ifs in that, So, with that being said, let me know how you guys feel. Do you want Aiden O'Connell to be the starting quarterback going forward? I personally do. Like I said, I'm done with the Jimmy G experience. And until next time, Raider Nation, peace.